Howdy fellas, Frankie Day here. Okay guys, for this gorgeous Saturday afternoon I have video number 2 from my Revell 1/32 scale P47-D Thunderbolt bubble top version. Okay guys, this kit's pretty much almost virtually almost finished. It builds pretty quick guys, so like I say fellas, this kit goes together really fast. There's not that many parts to it, and there's no fit issues to the kit at all. Of course it needs a little filler here, and I applied some filler in it and everything, and I wet and dry sanded it down real well, and gave it about 2 coats of primer, and she's about ready for her finishing color. But before I do that, I'm going to give the whole model a complete sanding down using 320 grit wet and dry sandpaper, all wet. I'm going to bring down the lower leaf of the rivets because Rosie the River got she got carried away. And of course most kits of this vintage of that era of time when the models were coming out, they were hideous with rivets. So if you're a rivet counter, this kit here, you can start counting rivets, you'll lose count. But I'm going to sand down lower leaf. The side panel is going quite well. I just learned something just by tinkering around with it on the side panels. Anybody's had this kit before has probably noticed when you put the inspection panels on the side of the fuselage, they have a tendency to want to spring out from you. That's because it's not locked in. Because there's a little hole right there. There's a locating tab right there. If you squeeze it hard enough, it'll snap. It'll snap flush right across that. If you want to go that route, just go ahead and just remove that that locating tab on the fuselage. You just lock in, it'll stay flush. But this right here, I use the locating tab on there, and it works pretty good. And so I sanded the whole fuselage down, so it's all so the whole cowling is completely faired in as one unit instead of clunky with the side panels sticking out, those inspection panels. That'll take away the streamlinedness of the cowling. Okay guys, I got the 110 gallon drop tank they used. I got her assembled, sanded down well, primed. Propeller, the back blades of the propeller had sink marks in it. Every blade had a sink mark in it. So that's another flaw of the kit right there. It's got to be addressed. And the cure for that is use filler of your choice. Fill same, sand, prime, paint. Mission accomplished. So this airplane is about done, minus parts wise, minus the canopy, the undercarriage and prop, P-top tube. The wheel wells have been painted chromate green, and instead of using masking tape or tissue, I did a clever way of saving myself either. So what I did, I took the wheel wells, I took the landing gear struts, the landing gear covers that go to the struts of the airplane, and I dabbed on some tacky glue, Aleene's tacky glue, on the recessed edges of the wheel wells. Then I laid the landing gear covers in there, make sure it fit nice and flush, and let it dry. Let it dry for about a good 10 hours or so. Then I came back, sand down everything, and gave a coat of primer. And I'll flip it over and show you guys the update build report on this thing. Okay guys, let's chat around right here. I got something to show you just at the end of the video right here. So right now we're going to pay attention to the P47-D Thunderbolt, see how much old Frankie Day's accomplished on this old relic. There she is right there, fellas. This thing is a very clunky kit. Very clunky, and it's big. It's pretty sizable for 1/32 scale. I think it's a company called Kinect or something like that. I can't pronounce it. K-I-N-E-Tech. I don't know whatever it is. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. They got a 1/24 scale of this, and so I imagine it's a pretty pricey kit. I've got one of these 1/24 scale in a form of paper in a card model. I think it's Gabrowski's famous P47D that he used. Had the green and the green irregular camouflage that they used at the time, and gray, red cowling. These things are very colorful airplanes. There's for anybody that's building a Thunderbolt like I am, there's a lot of stuff you can discern off the movies. There's one called Fighter Squadron, as I mentioned on a previous video, video number 1, and number 2 is called Thunderbolt, and that's all in color. It has a beautiful color shots of these things, and believe you me, guys, there's so much out there that you really can on those 2 videos alone, those old movies right there, you really can do on here. So I'm going to do this completely different opposed to the box art that this kit came out of. I'm going to make this all red through here. It'll be all red across here and yellow on there and stuff. And it's going to be a beautiful airplane when I get done. The P47 Thunderbolt was a very clunky airplane. It was an aggressive fighting machine, very tough, very fast. This thing was like the Battle of Britain of the time. And this thing here was really got down to MA-109s. So this here is probably the Mediterranean version, all natural aluminum. And I'm going to have olive drab through here too. You got the anti-glare panel because it comes all the way from the spine to the appanage of the fin of the rudder, all the way up behind here, all the way top there. And I'm going to make the red a lot more wider than the cowl. The cowl's right here, but on the movie right there, it comes out more, extends out more this way. And then you got yellow bands on the wings, and some got blue, and they're very, very shiny and beautiful looking airplane. You know, it really got my, attention. So the side panels here, they're pretty well fared in right here. And so there's no problem, I get the aluminum paint on it. And right here I got it all masked here. I got the cockpit all masked. Now we'll flip her on her back and show her belly. By using the wheel well covers, it serves as a masking. So when this thing's all painted, aluminum color, everything's all done, all I can do is pick up that, pull the landing gear covers off it, and it's all nice and green down there. And I have my washers and whatever I gotta do to make this thing look beautiful. And right here is the 110-gallon belly tank. It goes right here, fits about like this. And you got this big old huge Curtiss Wright prop. Fits like so. And like I say, guys, ain't much to this kit. This thing could be built in one day. But I want this primer dry a little bit. I'll go ahead and get a good wet and dry sanding using wet and dry sandpaper, all wet. And I'm going to go ahead and add all aluminum on it. Before I paint that aluminum on this thing, I'm going to paint the red and the olive drab. Then I can mask the red and mask the olive drab where the anti-glare panel's at, and the rest of the ship is all aluminum. And areas that are painted yellow already, just mask those off, paint aluminum, pull them off, everything's, it's all there. So this is going to be a very nice build when I get finished with it. Should have this thing done one day next week sometime. And the camera is next, so I got to video that tomorrow. And I got to get hot in the tippy. I got to make some leeway on that. I have actually virtually I have done nothing. I know I got another 3 months or so until the build is actually conclusion, but it'll be done way before that. So once the going gets going, the going gets getting, and I should get that thing done before it's over with. So let this primer dry a little bit. It's not tacky, but I like to make sure it's good and dry. Time I get off work this evening, let's go ahead and give it a good sand down and prepare for the finishing colors. And so got to get the camera going. And I should have a video of her tomorrow. All I got to do is hook up the wings and do a little filler around the wing roots and sand same, and another coat of primer, and she's ready for her final color. So I should have two of these knocked out next week, and all that's left is a tiffy. And I may bring something else with that too. Who knows what I'll do? But I do gotta get hot in the tiffy, so I gotta make some. I gotta post some update pictures on Martin's Facebook page on the tiffy build, and I gotta make a video too of that, of the same too. Okay, guys. Before I spend the camera, yours truly here, I'm gonna let you guys know this is a good model. It's old. It's ancient. And it presents no problem building it. It's very simple. A novice has no problem building something like this. The only thing that's bad about it, guys, is back then I noticed it was kind of heavy on the rivet side, but nowadays it's hideously overdone. So gotta take the sandpaper and just sand nice and light. Sand all those rivets down. I wouldn't say sand them all off so it's flush, but sand them most down to a low relief. Bring them down a little lower with the other. Then you'd be okay. So the mighty jug is about ready for a paint job, so I'll probably start that maybe this Sunday, maybe. Okay, guys, that concludes video 2 for my 1/32 scale Revell P47-D Thunderbolt, dubbed as a jug. So tomorrow I have a video on the Canberra, and right now I got something I got to show you right here. Most of the time I go on eBay, I look for ship fittings. I don't buy no kits there or nothing, because most of the stuff they got there I already have already, except this one. And I got a very good sweet deal on this. This kit was brand new. It was sealed. This is a 1992 release by Airfix. This is the Vulcan. And I took the paper off a while ago. This is 1992 release. This thing was sealed. They had it on eBay. It wouldn't buy now. It was a bid. The first bid was $12 or something like that. As a bid. These things are expensive on eBay. They're really getting up there in cost-wise. And so I put a bid in for $25. So when it came time for the auction to expire, I won. I won this kit for $25 plus shipping. It came down to $42. So the shipping what kills you guys. I'll tell you one thing: the shipping is almost the cost of the bid. And it's getting a little carried away and ridiculous, but if you're going to play, you're going to pay. So I got this at a very good price, and this kit, when I open it up, it's kind of crude in a way. It's because it's old, and the plastic is very shiny, and it's a beautiful kit. What's crude about it is just the big old hideous sprue trees when it comes off. It looks hideous, but this thing's a big airplane. I was kind of surprised this thing came in a box this size. I figured it'd be a bigger box, but surprises, they keep you amused. But this here is a good kit. It was sealed, guys. I'm not kidding you. Sealed, straight up sealed. I'm already gonna do the paint schedule list. Now I want to tell you something, guys. When I opened this kit up, I looked at the instructions. They give you about 3 different color schedules on it. I'm going to do the 617 squadron. This is going to be 1963, all white, like that of the Victor. And it's got the blue steel bomb on it. They got optional Bombays. They got one, just like you do the Victor. They got one for the blue steel, and they got the conventional Bombay on the other option on this kit build. I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube on this thing, and I was very impressed with the size of it, and very impressed with the airplane in general because it's a beautiful looking airplane. I showed this to my wife. I said, "Frank, you know what that airplane looks like to me?" I says, "No. You ever watched that Japanese science fiction movie back in the 1950s called Rodan? Oh, about that big oversized pterodactyl?" She says, "Yeah, it does look like it, don't it?" She says, "Yeah, with the wings, with the way these wings are shaped, you know." And you take away the tip, you take away the tail, you have feet hanging out, and a big beak right there. It looks like Rodan. But anyway, this is a beautiful looking airplane, the Delta Wing, very streamlined airplane. And the Vulcan was during the Falkland Wars. It was a sweetheart there. They pummeled them devils. But this is going to be the 617 squadron. And so that's exactly what's properly pronounced, fellas. 617, not 617, it's 617. I was quoted and corrected because some people take offense that it's 617, but it's not. It's 617, and I understand very greatly what the gentleman's coming from. So it's going to be all white, 617 squadron, circa 1963. So this might be a build coming up too. So you guys tell me what you think. Say, hey man, hop on the Vulcan, Frank. So this might be the next one, along with the Tiffy. So I'll do an in-box review of that when the time comes. So did you guys vote? Let me go ahead and do that too, or I'll go on to something else. And believe you me, I got something else and then some over there. Okay guys, this is the conclusion of video 2 for my P47 Thunderbolt build. And so stay tuned tomorrow for the Canberra. I shall have that going this way, and tomorrow and next week I shall have both these birds finished, all done. So look forward to 2 final reveals next week. And I'm gonna start getting hot in the Tiffy. I gotta start making some leeway there. And I may come up with a jolly tune too. You never know what I'll do. Okay guys, this is Frankie Day signing off. Again, make Mama happy. Please subscribe. Happy modeling. Build on, and we'll all build on together. Is it for the jug? Is it for Frankie Day? Is it for the cigar? And we'll catch you tomorrow on the next video on the Canberra. Stay tuned. Bye boys.